Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn a course called Random Variables and Stochastic Process. So, in the first video, I would like to give the introduction, the course outcomes and objectives related to the subject. So, the course code for this subject in our institute, it is A4EC02 for MLR 18 regulation. Now, what are the course objectives for this course? The course objectives are the objectives with which the teacher teaches this unit and this subject is to expose the students the basic knowledge of random variables and their subsequent study in analog and digital communications, and to understand the basic concepts of random variables, in other words, and to understand the difference between time averages and statistical averages, and to gain knowledge about correlation functions. Correlation functions are used to understand the similarity between two functions. And the last application or last objective is to learn the applications of Fourier transforms in calculating spectral densities. These are the objectives. And the course outcomes, after successful completion of this course, students will have knowledge on the classification of variables, classification of random variables. That is, they can be able to identify whether the random variable is continuous or discrete. And the second outcome that we are going to achieve is to analyze a given random variable and calculate the required parameters. The third one is to calculate different transformation techniques based on random variables. In few cases, we need to convert random variables from one variable to another random variable. So we are going to calculate the transformations related to those random variables. The fourth one is to analyze the similarity and dissimilarity between any two signals. So this is most important thing for any communication engineer. So we need to understand whether the transmitted signal and received signal is same or not. In some cases, we need to identify is there any addition of noise. So for all such applications, there is this phenomena called this phenomenon is called correlation, is very important. So after successful completion of this course, students will be able to identify whether the two given signals are similar or dissimilar. Okay. The last objective is to convert the time domain random process into frequency domain, or in other words, to analyze signals in frequency domain also. So spectral analysis can also be done. So we'll be testing students. Students should be able to calculate the spectrum density, or PSD, we say, power spectral density of any given random process. So these are the course outcomes. Now, when it comes to course outline, syllabus or the curriculum is designed in such a way that the first 3 units will cover random variables concepts, and the next 2 units will cover random process, or in other words, we say it is stochastic process. Okay, so in unit 1, students or the learners will be able to learn the basic concepts of probability and random variables. In unit 2, they'll be learning the functions on single random variables. Single random variable functions includes calculating the mean of a function, calculating mean of a random variable, calculating mean square values, moment generating function, and several such applications. So all those things are nothing but related to single random variable operations. Next, in unit 3, they are going to learn multiple random variables and their operations. So multiple random variables, say for example, if you have more than one random variable to be discussed, in such cases, how to calculate its mean, how to calculate the correlation between those two random variables. So all such applications will get included in unit 3. And unit 4, so unit 1, 2, and 3, it is more like a mathematical part in which we are going to see only random variables. From unit 4 and 5, some communication part can be covered by the way of including, say, random variable which is varying with time can be called as random process. So that random process concepts will get introduced in unit 4. So unit 4 will deal with random process which is discussed in time domain, or we say it is temporal characteristics. So in other words, we are going to see random variables with respect to time. Sorry, random process in time domain. In unit 5, we are going to see the same concepts of random process in spectrum, or we are going to see that in frequency domain. So to get this conversion, we'll be using Fourier transforms. So by using Fourier transforms, we'll convert the time domain signals into frequency domain signals. There is a relation called, most of you might have seen the basic application of Fourier transform. The Fourier transforms are used to convert time domain signals into frequency domain signals. The same way, in this unit, we are going to see the correlation values will get converted into perspective length states. Okay, so that is how the course outline will be. Now let me show you the syllabus. The syllabus, so with all the course objectives and outcomes I have given earlier. So the syllabus will be, the unit 1 will deal with probability and random variables. Unit 2 will deal with single random variable concepts. Unit 3 will deal with random variables, multiple random variable concepts and their operations. Unit 4, stochastic process and temporal characteristics. In other words, time domain analysis of random process. Unit 5 will deal with random process and spectral analysis, spectral characteristics.